Have you ever noticed that the rare person capable of snatching a falling glass out of midair before it shatters on the floor is also the exact same individual who can execute life-altering decisions in a split second? This isn't a stroke of lucky coordination. It is an unyielding biological command written directly into their nervous system. Deep beneath your skin, your muscle fiber architecture dictates far more than your athletic performance. It serves as the hidden framework behind your everyday behavior governing why you are inherently impulsive, stubbornly patient, or unusually calculation calm when an environment collapses into high pressure. You carry one of 5 distinct biological character builds. By the end of this video, the 30-second staircase diagnostic will prove exactly which one is running inside your body. But pay extremely close attention, because if you possess the 5th and rarest build on our list, your physical output completely breaks the conventional laws of human mass and power. Let's decode the matrix. We begin with archetype 1, the human lightning bolt. Think back to your baseline physical limits. If an alarm sounds, can you explode forward with devastating acceleration for the first 10 yards, only to feel your legs turn into heavy blocks of lead exactly 30 seconds later? Or when an object is tossed at you unexpectedly, does your hand clamp shut around it? Before your conscious brain even registers, the object is in flight? That instantaneous reflex is not a fluke. It is the signature firing pattern of type 2X muscle fibers. This is the most explosive tissue variant known to human biology. These fibers are like nitro boosters. They give you a massive burst of power that burns out almost instantly by tearing through your immediate cellular fuel reserves. Peer-reviewed research confirms that elite, world-class sprinters carry these explosive fiber concentrations more than double those of the average population, a phenomenon directly linked to the possession of the ACTN3 speed gene. These fibers contract up to 5 times faster and unlock 4 times the absolute peak power of slow-twitch tissue. You aren't merely a faster mover. You are a completely distinct mechanical engine. But what if your body experiences the exact inverse? What if, while everyone else is aggressively hitting an insurmountable wall, your system is just starting to prime its gears? Welcome to Archetype 2, the infinite engine. When subjected to repetitive, grueling tasks, like ascending a massive flight of stairs or performing a punishing endurance set, your muscles do not lock up with acidic pain. Instead, you experience a mild, sustainable warmth that you could easily maintain for hours. This indicates a massive genetic density of type 1 slow-twitch fibers. These fibers are exceptionally compact and completely packed with mitochondria, the biological energy factories of your cells. They run almost entirely on oxygen, generating a consistent, unsplittable stream of fuel indefinitely. The data demonstrates that elite endurance specialists boast these fatigue-resistant fiber ratios as high as 80 to 90% in primary muscle groups. Grit isn't just a psychological choice. It is an inherited, hard-coded reality. But you don't need a professional lab to find your build. You just need a flight of stairs. Here is how you can tell if you're a sprinter or a marathoner before we get to the rarest, physics-defying build of all. Think back to the last time you ran up 3 or 4 flights of stairs at maximum speed. Analyze your body's immediate reaction within those first 30 seconds. If your quads felt wooden and completely packed with lead almost instantly, yet your lungs weren't actually out of breath, you are a confirmed lightning bolt. Your sprint fibers fired so intensely, they entirely exhausted their immediate tank of fuel before your respiratory system could even join the conversation. Conversely, if you reached the top and felt virtually nothing but a slightly elevated pulse, you are an infinite engine. Your aerobic efficiency is so highly developed that a flight of stairs isn't even worth its time to acknowledge. But if you experienced a sudden, blinding, intensely acidic burn tearing through your muscles, a sharp, stinging heat that forced you to grit your teeth and fight through pure discomfort, you belong to a much rarer breed of performer. You are the repeat attacker. Archetype 3, the repeat attacker. This is the elite hybrid profile that sports scientists rarely discuss, yet it represents the ultimate weapon of functional grit. You do not rely on a single isolated explosion, nor do you thrive in a 3-hour marathon slog. You live exclusively in the brutal middle. Imagine a 60-second window of absolute maximum human output. like a frantic 400-meter dash or a relentless series of high-intensity movements, while the average human hits a wall of blinding agony at the 40-second mark and drops performance. You unlock a terrifying second gear, driving harder through the chemical fire. Your muscle infrastructure is genetically optimized to convert raw sugars into explosive energy over and over, without requiring immediate oxygen. This hybrid grit is rare, but it still follows the laws of physics. Archetype 5, however, completely ignores them. At peak output, this glycolytic system produces energy at nearly twice the rate of a standard aerobic engine. You are a turbo boost that redlines without braking, biologically wired to master physiological pain. But what happens when an athlete completely refuses to choose a side? What if their biology dictates they can execute both lanes flawlessly? Enter Archetype 4, the ultimate hybrid. While conventional fitness dogma claims you must choose between raw explosive power or elite stamina, the hybrid blueprint shatters that limitation entirely. If you are an athlete who can unleash a blistering 20-second downfield sprint and then notice your heart rate completely resets to a calm baseline mere moments after the play stops while your peers are still desperately gasping for oxygen, this is your blueprint. You possess a near-perfect 50-50 distribution of power and endurance muscle fibers. Your dual-engine system allows you to sprint, rapidly recover, and sprint again indefinitely. Your evolutionary edge is absolute physical adaptability. You systematically outlast specialists by simply being exceptional at everything. This brings us to the fifth and final biological profile, the hidden anomaly that makes physical muscle size completely irrelevant. This is the exact reason why a lightweight 130-pound elite gymnast can effortlessly generate more raw kinetic power than a hulking 200-pound weightlifter. It isn't about the volume of the meat. It is entirely about the voltage of the electricity. Archetype 5, the wired tech. You are driven by elite neuromuscular efficiency. You might not possess the largest physical frame or a record-breaking lung capacity, but your movements carry an effortless, precise, and almost fluid aesthetic. You can observe a highly complex physical motion, whether it is a complex golf swing, an intricate martial arts sequence, or a high-level lifting movement, and replicate it near perfectly after seeing it just a single time. Your brain communicates with your skeletal muscle layout via a specialized neural shorthand that completely eliminates mechanical waste. Neurological data demonstrates that while an average individual can only recruit roughly 60% of their available muscle units during an explosive movement, a highly wired technician can instantly activate up to 95% of their total fiber matrix simultaneously. It is premium internal wiring operating at the highest evolutionary threshold. 5 distinct biological profiles, 5 hidden physiological advantages, all written deeply into your genetic code. The ultimate objective of mapping. This data isn't to force your potential into a restrictive box. It is to stop blindly fighting against your natural biology and finally start weaponizing it. The performer who structures their training baseline to match their explicit fiber type doesn't just unlock rapid adaptation, they build an optimized physical vehicle designed to last a lifetime. So which specific blueprint is running inside your system right now? Do you possess the pain mastery of the repeat attacker? Or the high-voltage neural presence of the wired tech? Drop your confirmed profile in the comments below. Analyze where your peers sit on the matrix, and I will see you in the next breakdown.